Hello and welcome to Intersolar 2026. This is the place to be. This is the most important event in Europe, and of course, Review Energy have to be covering it with the leaders of the sector. It's the first time that we speak, I hope not the last one, and with Hayk. He is CEO and co-founder of Areg.AI. How are you? Nice to meet you.
Thank you, Wendy. I'm doing great. Thank you for having me, and thank you for coming to our pavilion.
I love your booth. It's
Thank
amazing. So let's start this conversation talking about the company. For those who don't know a lot yet about this company, what is your mission in the sector?
Our mission is to make solar operations fully autonomous. We believe that solar sector is growing at rates that is not sustainable, and we want to create the technology, the hardware, the software to make solar operations much more effective. And we believe that the only way of doing that is to make them autonomous.
So let's talk about your logo, no? Because Areg.AI describes itself as the first world solar autopilot. So in practice, what is the meaning of that?
It is many of the companies you will see here, they do mostly monitoring. Autopilot means that it is basically not only detecting a problem, it is identifying the source of the problem, identifying possible solutions to get rid of the problem, and creating the task and managing the whole cycle and evaluating the financial impact of that. So it is a full autopilot. It's basically manages power plant by itself, from identifying a problem to solving the problem.
Thank you for that overview, Hayk. So let's move forward to another question, because in such a competitive market, what makes you better? Which element made you stand out as a leader in the sector?
I think what makes us better is that we are a full stack company, which basically means that we own all the technology that is required to reach the autonomous level of operations of solar. We have developed our own in-house ERP. We are training our own AI agent. We have developed our own digital twin technology. We are developing our own robots, so we are investing a lot in physical AI. And we own our operations. One thing that stands out, one thing that you would not find, that we own our own solar O&M companies, and we maintain and operate solar power plants ourselves in order to get the first-hand feedback from the ground. We want to be able to create the right technology for the solar power plants everywhere. Hence, we are establishing operation and maintenance companies at every geography in order to be able to create the right software, right robots for every geographical, for every geography, for every landscape, for every type of solar power plant. So we are a full stack, we are vertically integrated, and we are, I think, the only company that strives for full autonomy and has a real chance of getting there in the foreseeable future. I'm not talking about a decade, I'm talking about a couple of years.
So internationalization, adaptability, those are pillars for the company. Flexibility,
Yes.
I would say.
I think we aim to make everything more efficient. We aim to provide services with the right price, with a market price, but at the same time bring much more efficiency for the power plant. So the power plant produces more electricity. O&M companies have more margins because we cut out all the inefficiencies. And the goal is to have the humans supervise super intelligent systems and not be in charge of mundane, routine, everyday, sometimes dangerous, hazardous tasks. So humans should interact with other humans. Robots should do the manual work.
I like that idea. So, hi, let's move forward to another topic because Spain is currently gaining a lot of strength in the company, no? So, I would like to talk about it. Which opportunities do you see in Spain, and also what are the differences between Spain and, of course, Armenia, that is your home market?
I think Spain is a very natural choice if you want to enter the European market. Spain has always been very strong in solar, and it has one of the largest portfolios of utility scale power plants. And there's so much potential in Spain. There's so much potential for mutually beneficial partnership, and Spain is pursuing much more aggressive growth of solar. And being in Spain is a no-brainer when you want to work with large-scale utility scale power plants. And that is why we decided to enter the U.S. market, the Spanish market, from Spain and from one of the most beautiful regions, Andalusia.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yes.
we are actually signing the share purchase agreement today with our partners.
Congratulations
Sasol.
for that.
Thank you. And I think this is going to be a beginning of a very large partnership. And we have very big hopes to not only gain the trust of the Spanish market, but use that as a platform to go into EU market. And on differences, the power plants themselves, they don't vary much. They are very similar. However, the regulatory environment, the environmental standards, the electricity market is very different. And the requirements and the expectations of the plant owners are very different. So, and climate-wise, there are some differences also that do require adaptation of our technology. But that is precisely the reason why we go into different geographies in order to be able to make our robots perfectly workable at every environment.
Exactly, expand. Well, congratulations for that. You pick well. So let's finish this conversation talking about what is the biggest transformation that you see in the solar O&M sector over the next decade.
I think this transformation is going to be a very necessary transformation. If solar O&M is to survive and is to be able to service the growing demand, it has to become autonomous. So solar O&M must take advantage of all the technological developments in AI, in physical AI, and make solar operations fully autonomous. That is the only way forward, because otherwise the growth of solar is not sustainable globally. We need autonomous operations in order to have a sustainable future.
Thank you, Hayk, for this conversation, for your time, and I hope to see you soon in another event.
Thank you. We definitely will.